So we're opening up Grandma's recipe box.
And we're making an amazing Sicilian pasta dish.
This is one dish that your guests are going to be saying, seconds, please.
Yeah, move out of the way. I need more.
I love it. So I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My also known as Norma, Loon.
No, not at all.
Oh, you've been called many names before, and I think Norma's one of them. So we're making pasta alla Norma. And I know you're thinking, they're Sicilian?
No.
No, we're not. No,
There's no Italian grandmothers for us.
What a big surprise. No, but we do have a very dear friend who has a mother who happens to be named Norma. And she has a whole huge Italian family, lots of grandkids, and she makes an incredible pasta alla Norma.
Norma.
I know.
Pasta alla Norma.
I know.
Hi, Norma.
Hi, Norma. We love you. And so
Hi,
this is sort of.
Danielle.
Hi, everybody. This is our. We would go on forever.
Yes.
The whole family.
Oh, yeah.
This is our homage to Norma's pasta alla Norma,
Yes.
and this is our interpretation of it. So
love it.
Let's get going.
So it all starts with eggplant.
It's what's the key ingredient. It's no meat, but it doesn't need it because
this is
so
eggplant.
Good.
Yes. Tell them how you got to this.
So we've got.
point.
Okay, I'll tell you how we got to this.
Well, actually,
point.
before you do that, Nope, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, so we started off with 2 medium-sized eggplant. I love trying to find some medium-sized. They're a little harder to find if you go to like a specialty produce shop. You can find them. But if you can't, you can go with the larger ones. You go with one large one.
Right.
What you're going to want to do is cut the ends off, and then with a sharp knife, carefully cut it down the middle, and then cut it in half. And then you may need to cut it in half again because you're going to want pieces that are about this size.
Right.
They're
like
going to
this size. Here, let me
yeah,
show you.
we're our typical.
You see how that is? You see how that is?
We're cooking this with rigatoni, so
Yes.
you want your pieces of eggplant to be around the same size as the pasta.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I did was I just got those pieces, and I just cut them into little slivers like that. Okay.
Yes.
And then what we did is we need to pull some of that moisture out of that eggplant. There's a lot of water in this. So what we did, our little trick, you know it, is we put them in the colander. We just put that into a big bowl and then sprinkled lots of salt all over that. And let that salt do its work and let it sit for about an hour. And then
and then we come back to that bowl and we press it down a little bit just to make sure you get all the excess moisture out. And then you'll see all of that moisture that's been left in the bowl.
Yes.
What you want to do now is get rid of the salt that's on the eggplant. So you're going to go over to your sink and then you're going to rinse it off. Rinse them off thoroughly, and then you're going to have to dry them, which we're doing right now. And I'm just going to quickly, these have been sitting here for a second, so they're pretty dry. But I just want to make sure while you're
sort
doing
of like
that.
your sense of humor. Not. Okay.
Ba-dum-bum.
So anyway, while he's drying his eggplant, I've got a large skillet over here. You want a nice large skillet that I put over medium-high heat, and I've added a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And now we are going to, I'm going to fry these babies up. We want to get them nice and soft and kind of like lightly brown. Yeah. So let's just start.
I'm going to start throwing them in there. Oh, look at that. Listen to that sound.
Well, let's hear it sizzle.
I hope we're going to do Norma proud.
I hope. I mean, it's a high standard to work towards.
Well, this is also named after an opera, if you didn't know, by Vincenzo Bellini. And the opera is actually called Norma.
I know.
Isn't that funny?
It's funny. So I believe he was visiting somewhere in Italy, I think Sicily. I should know the details on this better. And anyway, the chef came up with this dish in honor of Norma. Okay, how are we going here? Okay, so I'm going to let these cook for about 10 minutes. If you wanted to, you could also roast these in the oven. I've done that before. It's delicious. I like the little crispiness that you get from cooking them up in the skillet. It's going to take about 10 minutes. Aren't these beautiful? They transform into these like velvety, just incredible little morsels of deliciousness.
I know. Eggplant is just like this hidden or this wonderful gem.
I know.
And it's it actually kind of takes place of the meat in this pasta.
It does. And I was doing some research on, and the Sicilians are brilliant at preparing eggplant for a myriad of reasons. But anyway,
I'm going to put the pasta in.
Yes. So now the next part, you want to time this all out. So it's important. So the next is going to take about 10 minutes. So he's adding a pound of rigatoni. Rigatoni is traditional.
Yes.
To a pot of salted water. And now I'm going to, in the same skillet, you could do this in a separate skillet, but why dirty two skillets?
That's
We've
right.
removed the cooked eggplant.
Dishes.
And then we're going to, I put another
I'm gonna
tablespoon
eat it.
no, don't eat it. Tablespoon, no, like a half an onion. I can't talk.
Sorry.
I
It's
know.
my fault.
Well,
I keep interrupting.
I'm not going to say that. But anyway, we've got about a half an onion that's been chopped, and I'm going to add this, and I did add this to the oil. So this is going to take about 4.5 minutes, and then we're going to add some garlic, which can take about 30 minutes, and then we're going to add some tomatoes.
3 minutes. You said 30 minutes.
I'm sorry, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 4.5, that's going to be 5 minutes. And then we're going to put these tomatoes in there. We'll show you that in just a minute. We're going to bring that to a simmer, which will take about another 5 minutes. That's 10 minutes. And this is going to take, the pasta is going to take about 10 minutes for it to become al dente, and then we bring it all together. Ta-da! See, it's an opera. Okay,
All right.
so now we've had 4.5 minutes. Now we're going to go for 30 seconds, not minutes. And I've got my minced garlic here, and we're going to add that in just until it becomes nice and fragrant.
That's pretty easy to remember. So you're just sauteing some onions, and then you're throwing in your garlic to saute.
I'm telling you, what is so fabulous, one of the things that's so fabulous about this dish is that it just takes those basic, simple Italian ingredients and brings them all together in a way that's just spectacular.
Yes, and
Okay.
then those wonderful tomatoes.
So now I love.
It's kind of like you're making a quick and easy marinara.
It is. It is. That's true. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a can. I took a 28-ounce can of San Marzano whole tomatoes. If you can find San Marzano, they're pretty easy to find. Just make sure the can says certified. If it says style, that means they're not really from Italy.
This is doing a squeeze.
And I love to do my squeezing.
And this is here for you.
Thank
after
you.
You're done.
You're thinking of me.
Another great thing about this dish is the cheese.
Yes.
This ricotta salata is like my new favorite thing ever. It's kind of like feta, but denser and like harder.
It's
and
like
not as like a milder version of it. And look, here, let me just show you real quick.
It's pressed ricotta cheese with some salt.
You just break off pieces, and you're just gonna crumble. I'll show you guys. We're gonna use what is this? A cup or a half a cup? We're
gonna do a half a cup. We're gonna do a half a cup in the dish and then a half a cup on top.
So I'm just breaking it off, and I really want to eat it.
I know, that's the thing. And so, all right, and then I'm pouring in the juices with this. And
look at that, you guys! I love this. I love it.
So let's talk just a little bit about that cheese. That cheese is imported from Italy, as you can imagine. It's hard to find outside of the borders of that beautiful, beautiful country known as Italy. However, you can find it in gourmet shops and in specialty cheese shops. I found one here in North Texas. You know, just go find the places where foodies shop. And
If you can
probably
find it in North Texas, you can find it anywhere.
You can find it just well. I don't know. There's good foodies in North Texas. But anyway, don't fret if you can't find it. It's no big deal. You can use, like Wesley said, feta is very similar. Feta has a little more of a pronounced taste.
Yeah.
But feta is great. You could also use just some like Pecorino-Romano. Just scrape that into your pasta.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people just take actual ricotta cheese, which is creamier, and they just blop it on the top.
Totally.
You can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going to let this simmer for just a few minutes. I'd say we're down to like 3 minutes, and that pasta is going to be nice and al dente.
And I'm going to crumble my cheese.
And he's going to crumble his cheese, and then we are going to bring it together and eat. Oh, okay. The smell is ridiculous.
So good.
I know. Okay, so now we need to just season it with some salt. I like to do about a teaspoon and a half of salt.
All right.
About a half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. We just brought this to a nice simmer. Let it go for only about 5 minutes. That's all it really needs. Okay. This is really I get verklempt when I think about this. Okay. I am going to put on my trusty gloves here.
Yeah.
The pasta, you need to make sure you got a good stir in here. Lovely. Okay. We're going to let it drain. Let it drain nicely.
Yeah.
And we're going to
I've got
assemble
everything
it all
ready
together.
here.
Okay. This is the fun part. This is fun when your guests are over and just let them all gather around. It's impressive. It's really, really fun. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
We're going to put that in there.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm glad you're ready. Because I'm ready, too. I have been waiting for this. This is one of my favorite dishes in the whole wide world.
Oh, yes.
We're just going to pour that directly
Just lovely.
all over it.
Yay.
Okay. Now what we're going to do
Yes.
is...
What goes next?
Okay, I'm just going to kind of mix this up just so it's already looking fabulous.
Yay.
Okay, now what if you want to, Wesley?
Yeah.
We're going to put in about 3/4 of that eggplant.
Oh, the eggplant. 3/4.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because what we're going to do is we're going to leave some on top.
Got
we're
it.
going to put some. Oh,
Got it.
okay,
got
good. Okay, that's
There
great.
we go. Okay.
Now, let's do. Go ahead and do the cheese. Do about half of that cheese.
Ooh, this is the favorite part.
You can do this in the skillet if you want. You can leave it in the skillet, but we find doing it in a nice big pasta bowl
Totally.
is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's a fun
It is fun.
presentation.
Okay, so now we've got some. That's Pecorino-Romano.
The whole thing?
Yes.
right.
Now this is not really probably what Norma would say. That's not the way you do it. But I just love that additional layer of cheese. It gives it starts to get a really nice and creamy. Oh, okay. Now we need the final amazing touch, and that's the basil.
All of it, or just
This is
leave some to top or
leave
twist?
some just for the topper twist,
Okay.
and that's gonna. Is that not?
Look at that. Yay, Chris.
I mean, it really should be like in a museum or somewhere. I keep saying that about
love
this,
it.
but it's so amazing. Okay.
I love it.
Now
Do you
we're
want
gonna
to use a fresh spoon, or you've got your
well,
final
we're gonna
here?
top it with the remainder.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We're gonna do our little, because we want it to look super festive.
Yeah.
Excited. I wish we were all together. You
I
guys.
know.
I just so
Leave
much-
a little bit so I can put on my own.
Okay,
plate
I
there.
will. And we're gonna do a little more basil. Is that
Gorgeous.
Oh, I'm so
Gorgeous.
excited. I just.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Come on over.
Bringing it over.
Let's eat. Yes. Oh, Lord. Won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Look at that.
Norma.
Oh, Norma. Oh, Norma.
Oh, Norma. She's done it again.
Wow.
Oh, my
I'm
Norma.
sorry. I'm a
Don't be
cheese
sorry.
fiend, so I'm gonna put a little more cheese
That
on
cheese
there.
is.
And I'm gonna put a little more of this wonderful fresh basil on there too.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
just love it.
It's so beautiful and so
You
festive.
guys, I just salivated
I
a
know.
little bit.
I'm so excited.
All right, I am going to get myself some pasta, get myself some eggplant,
Some of
get
the
me some
eggplant,
tomato.
that cheese.
Yes. Oh. All right, going in, y'all.
It's like we're in Sicily.
That's amazing. That is so good. That's like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like all those together, just all the ingredients. Oh, it is 1,000% Loon approved.
I thought we might even get 1,000,000%.
Oh, you know.
I mean, this is incredible. This really, Norma, you are an inspiration. We love you. We love
Yes.
grandmas everywhere. This is incredible. So good. We love you guys.
We love you.
Yay. Norma.